Hey guys, welcome back. We are on shape number 11. This is a shape that I think was the most guessed shape there was. So if you guessed candlestick, congratulations. You got a poster coming your way. Couple things about the candlestick. Definitely an important shape, especially for layouts. If anybody's seen, tumbling where, they stick to the layout, and if you've seen a lot of pikes happen, well, a lot of times if you check their candlestick, and I'm talking about a free resting candlestick, that means not on the wall, not assisted, not held, just an athlete on the floor holding a candlestick by themselves. If they can't keep their glutes, okay, or their butt muscles squeezed and keep that straight position, chances are, it's really impossible to hold it while flipping upside down to hold a nice layout if you can't hold the candlestick properly, right? So let's go over the 4 things that make a really good candlestick, okay? First thing, you want that pencil straightness, okay? I like it from the shoulders to their toes, to the pointer of their toes, okay? Now again, if you try a candlestick, or if you got an athlete to try a candlestick and they can't hold it, it's a good idea to either assist them or put them up against a wall and get them to squeeze that way first, okay? You want that glute and butt muscle activation first. Once they get used to it and they get good at it, then they'll be able to hold it by themselves without an issue, okay? Second thing you want to look for is those earmuffs. That's optional, by the way, for this one. If they're athletes that haven't moved on to layouts yet and they're still working on tucks and stuff like that. So what I'll do is when they're initially having, let's say they're really good on the wall, but they're having a little bit of trouble on the floor, so instead of being totally straight, they're kind of here still, they're almost there, I will allow them to put their hands flat on the floor, give them a bigger base of balance so that their candlesticks are good. Okay, then I'll go back to the arms to ears, or I'll do a yo-yo in between, okay? Obviously, when they're about to do layouts and they're getting very close, you want to keep that earmuff concept there, but this is just one of those times where you can definitely adjust things, okay? The third thing we're looking for is those mermaid legs, nice and squeezed, pointed toes. If you've seen any of the other videos, that you know what I'm talking about, okay? The last one is double chin for the win. We want that head tucked in, looking for their toes. Sometimes what will happen is if they have a really good candlestick, and they're really high up, there'll be a lot of pressure on their neck, so they'll kind of turn it to the side. You can ask them to go a little bit further down so the ease of pressure on the neck, so that they're always looking at their toes, okay? Also, a good idea is if they're going to be doing a layout on your floor in a certain area, so let's say you have an area where one side is like the doorway where people come in, and the other side is like the wall, and like the mats are crashed up. You'll have tumblers that always tumble a certain way, right? Because nobody wants to tumble near a door. So what I would do is I would make them go to the area where they're going to be doing their layouts and then hold that candlestick position so they can kind of spot the ceiling where they normally would if they were to lay out. Does that kind of make sense? It's the concept of familiarity. So when they go for that layout and their toes come up and they're upside down, they're like, oh yeah, I remember doing my candlestick shape in this exact same spot. I remember that spot on the ceiling that I was looking for. Well, now I see it again, right? And then it makes it easier to land. So try and do that candlestick. That's a quick tip, by the way. Try and do those candlesticks exactly where they're going to be doing their layouts, so that they're very familiar. It's not new. A lot of times, what will happen is they'll hold a candlestick and then they're tumbling in a totally different area, and like it'll kind of seem weird, even though they've practiced the shape, just because their eyes are not used to looking at their toes or in a certain way. It could be a million different little things. When I was an athlete, I felt the same way. I'm like, I know I've done this shape, but it feels different, it looks different. So you want to keep things as familiar as possible in that candlestick, okay? So those are the 4 things. We got one more shape. If you use the power of deduction, going through all of these shapes, there's only one more that's left that's very, very crucial. So at this point, I think the posters have been given away, all 6. If for some reason they haven't, here's your chance to win that last one. You should know, I want everybody to comment. You should know exactly what this shape is. I think it's going to be pretty easy to guess. Other than that, please make sure you guys like and share this video with others, and I will see you guys in that last video. Hey, just wanted to mention something really quick. If you want to know the instant the next video is released, make sure you head over to the page. Of course, like it if you haven't already, and under the following tab, what you want to do is say see first, and make sure notifications are on for all posts and videos. And what that will do is as soon as the video is released, whether I release a new drill, a new awesome tumbling pass, another one of these shape drills, and all the other stuff I'm going to be releasing soon, it'll show up in your feed right away saying, hey, Addicted to Tumbling launched a new video, go ahead and check it out. So I hope that helps. Please go ahead and do that. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the tumblingcoach.com newsletter, and I will see you guys on the next one.